Warm welcome, Markus Termin, Astrologisches Stundenbuch, Astrological Book of the Hours. It's the 15th of April 2024. The moon has full sovereignty in the sign of Cancer. The other planet who has full sovereignty is Neptune. And Moon and Neptune will have a trine today. In fact, they are very close to the trine. And the situation is that we have another very important aspect. Well, overall, the ground base is that Moon will have a square position to the Sun. However, this is Moon square Sun is always not 100% comfortable. But there's a most interesting aspect looking at this, because if you see Chiron will meet Mercury, and Mercury is being retrograde at the same time. So how is that usable in the personal life? Both planets are kind of key planets for the whole of astrology, and they occur on the background of Aries, of starting new things, And the situation is now that Mercury meets Chiron for one time, and then he goes backwards in the sign of Aries, and it's like a 9-man's Morris game, coming direct motion, returning from the retrogradeness and meeting Mercury again. There's a distance in between today, the 15th of April, until the 5th of May when he does that. That's 9-man's Morris game. I don't know if you know it. That's about opening up. It's about strategy, opening up something, closing the same door, and having success with that. And this is a strategy for the personal use of those two planets to open up a perspective, to work it out until the 5th of May, and then to get the chickens in the barn when you're done with anything that you thought is necessarily important for personal healing in your surrounding, in your business, wherever your plans rise up, and wherever you want to handle things in a daily routine. Some of you have thought that the sun eclipse didn't have any effects on us, but as we heard yesterday, rumors was spreading about if there's one mighty person in the world that we could really call world emperor, you know whom I'm talking about. Maybe I shouldn't even drop names, but he's born in the sign of Aries, as you can see, and the rumor spread out that he was hospitalized. It's just a rumor, and maybe it's not even true. I don't think it's really true, but it's interesting that something came forward in the information cybernetics that spread this rumor. And of course, the gentleman we're talking about, and you know who I mean, I'm not putting out names, but you can read it anyhow. And he's born in the sign of Aries. He has a Piscean moon, that's a dreamy moon basically. And of course, when the sun eclipses at the sign of Aries, it's about the emperor. It's about the one who's ruling the world. And if somebody would deserve a title like this, it's him. And at least in the foreground, at least at the level that we have access to, that we can see. Looking at his chart, you might realize there are a lot of similarities to the planets that are running right now, which is he has Venus in Aries at the same time. He's an owner of Mercury retrograde in Aries. Mercury is retrograde in Aries now, And what might be his problem right now is that running Neptune makes a perfect trine position to his Pluto in Cancer. You know, Neptune is perfectly in the angle of 120 degrees to Pluto in Cancer. And those of you who might have heard of the so-called Döbereiner school of astrology know that this is a touching that moves things. You know, we're not going to say anything bad about this person, we don't want to, but just to show you that there are things moving with this sun eclipse at the same time. So this 9 man's Morris game with Mercury passing Chiron retrograde and going back into the direct motion. Let's get the chickens in the barn. Let's do something that has the value of reinstallation of the key positions of our personal aims. You know, where are we going to go to? Where is healing most necessary in your personal life? And then get a start on that. Get a start done on that. So you can feel the value of what you have been doing and planning strategically with the next full moon coming out as soon as that. Thank you very much for listening. This is Markus Termin, Astrologisches Stundenbuch, at the 15th of April 2024, and I promise I improve my English. And in case you want to get in touch with this guitar constructing and playing astrologer, this is the mail address. Down here you find the conditions for a consultation. See you tomorrow.